For the last couple decades, I've helped people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. I've helped them to improve their balance. Well, 5 or 6 years ago, I had a breakthrough and I figured out a new way to improve balance into something special called cat-like balance. Cat-like balance is made up of 2 components. The first is getting better at one-legged balance. And the second component, and it's really the secret sauce, is improving your sure-footedness. To help better understand sure-footedness, think of a mountain lion, a big cat, coming down a rocky cliff, real steep, so steep that it would kill most humans. Well, the big cat can effortlessly stroll down that big cliff because he's a master of sure-footedness. So one foot is always replacing the next to handle the uneven ground. In this video, I'm going to teach my favorite balance exercise called the balance chain. It's a quick 3-minute drill that improves your one-legged balance and sure-footedness to give you cat-like balance. Whether you struggle with balance because of limitations or you want to improve athletic performance, the balance chain can help you. Let's take a look. First, let's look at one-legged balance. And I want you to write this down, tattoo it in your brain, put it on your fridge, whatever it takes, but never train balance on a bad posture. Sometimes I go into a gym and I'll see trainers looking over their client and the person is doing one-legged balance and they're bent over and they're tense with white knuckle tension, and it looks like a train wreck to me. When you do that, you're putting bad information into your nervous system. You're training at getting worse. Not only that, you're going to aggravate injury, create compensations, all those bad things. So instead of white knuckle trying to hold balance at all ease, what we want to do is be in a good alignment and be relaxed so we can move like a human, not like a robot, like a machine. Okay? So to do that, first thing we're going to do is we're going to get in good alignment with what I call activating fascia strength. So we're going to suspend the head first thing. Think of the hand of God goes ahead, grabs you by the hair, gives you a little tug. The head is suspended. The shoulders are down and back. Head up, shoulders down. We get a stretch in the fascia wetsuit to create elasticity. Now think of spreading the chest and the upper back from left to right. Just a gentle stretch, okay? So we got left to right stretch, more stretch on the fascia wetsuit. Now this internal stretch I'm talking about is light. We can move easily with our FSP dance, fascia strength and power dance. Right now I have a stretched fascia wetsuit up and down, left and right, but I can move freely. Next thing we're going to do is, well, one thing I want to say is kick off your shoes if you haven't already. If you want to build strong feet and ankles, you got to get rid of the shoes. You can still do it with the shoes on, but it's vastly better without. Once I'm in my good alignment, I'm going to go ahead and pick up one leg, just like this. I'm on one leg now, and I'm going to start swinging this leg with leg swings. Now, if you have compromised balance and this is too much of a challenge for you, what I want you to do is to get a stick. I got a fancy one here, but you can get a broomstick and screw off the bottom. You can go to Home Depot and get one of those dowels that's maybe 5 feet. You can do what you want there. Just find a stick around the house so you can hold it for balance. You're in a good alignment. Fascia wetsuit is stretched, and you're swinging your leg just like this. And think of swinging it effortlessly. And think of your elasticity doing the work to swing the leg, not the muscles in your hip flexor. My leg is just swinging here like a self-propelling pendulum. I'm kind of doing it from center, my midsection, not at the hip, and I can just feel it's effortless. So without a stick for support, it just looks like this. And you can do one foot and then switch to the other. All right, next we're going to work on our sure-footedness. We're going to add a few pieces to this. Go ahead and start swinging on that one leg. One element I want to add to this before we get to the sure-footedness is to breathe. If I breathe audibly, it'll assure me that I'm not breath holding. I call them micro holds, where we hold breath for just a little bit. So I'll do this. And what you'll notice, if you breathe audibly in a relaxed way while you're swinging your leg, again, your fascia wetsuit stretched in good alignment, you're going to even relax more. It's going to become more effortless. Here is the surefootedness. Sooner or later, as you're breathing and you're relaxed, you're doing your leg swings, you're going to start to lose balance. And if you're pretty good balance, what you can do is challenge yourself a little more by swinging higher, okay? At some point, you're going to go to lose balance. Let's say I go to lose balance here. Instead of tensing up like people do to try to hold one-legged balance, you're going to bail. I lose balance. You're going to, instead of holding this, you're going to bail and just take a step. I lose balance, I take a step. Lose balance, take a step. And the step can be any direction it's taking you. Lose balance, take a step. That is surefootedness like the cat. The cat doesn't struggle to hold balance. It replaces one paw with the next. I'm here, there, I lose balance, I just take a step. After a while, you'll get so you do like 3 minutes of this. I like to do 3 minutes of this or so, and you'll get yourself in the zone where you're very relaxed, the nervous system is calm, and you're not only tuning yourself down, your nervous system down, but you're also improving balance, creating surefootedness, and building fascia strength, okay? Now, this looks, if you have poor balance, it looks like this. You got your stick. Feel like you're losing it a little bit, just switch the stick to the other hand. So you got your cheater here for safety. If you have unsteady balance, I suggest you don't do this. I call it just dynamic movement, where you're going to, it's all the same things. You got good alignment, stretch fascia wetsuit, you're swinging the leg, you're breathing. Another little component on this work, try to find a rhythm in that relaxation. You're going to stop with the leg swings and start to do a figure eight from center with your leg, just like this. And the upper body is just going for the ride. And I find a rhythm. If I lose balance, let's say I lose balance here, I just go to the other foot and go right back in to figure eights. And make it very dynamic. You're breathing. Look how relaxed that looks, and I'm finding a rhythm. It's the opposite of what you see people in gym trying to do one-legged tension balance like this. That's unhuman. That's being a robot. Here I'm in good alignment. I'm finding a rhythm. My body is fluid. Now I'm being human. Even more advanced is to do that dynamic movement with the balance chain with a weighted object. I have an 8-pound medicine ball here. You can use a dumbbell. And what I suggest you do is go really light at first, even like 2.5 or 5-pound dumbbell or something light. And you could put it in your hand like this, and it'll make it more difficult. And what I'm trying to do here is to keep my smoothness Don't hold breath. And just move dynamically. I can go to leg swing. I can bring it back up. Switch hands, whatever feels right. Make it your own. There's no right or wrong. You're just kind of following the momentum. Leg swing. And you make it your own. Again, this is more advanced. It's fairly difficult. And go light if you give it a try, and make sure that your ability is good enough that you're not worried about falling down. Many of you that watch my videos on YouTube own my program, Fascia, Strength, and Power. If you want to go further with the balance chain, there's an exercise in the program. Go ahead and log on, go to the exercise portion of the program, and look for the exercise called Fascia Balance. You can take this work even further. If you don't own the program, I'll leave the link below in case you're interested. Now, I want everyone to understand that as you're doing balance work on a stretched fascia wetsuit, you're also building fascia strength. We weren't just working on or building better balance. We were doing that. But whenever the fascia wetsuit is stretched and you're under load, and the load here is your own body weight, you're up on one leg, so the body's taking on more force on one leg. That extra load on the stretched fascia wetsuit builds fascia. It builds more elasticity. That not only makes you stronger, but it also puts the body in a healing state to support any healing your body's doing. So this is really fun work. It's especially fun as we get older, where we're trying to rebuild our bodies into something we didn't think was possible. That's all I have for you today. We'll see you on the next video.